So now that we've created this slant, we're going to need to grab these face and hold tab, grab those, and I'm going to hit extrude, hit the W for the move tool, and pull this straight out. I've hit R for scale, it'll flatten it straight like so. I'm going to go ahead and go to the side view here, and I am going to pull it back, and I'm going to grab these verts, I'm going to pull that down, grab the next vert, and pull that down like so. So that I have a rough approximation of the foot. Okay, that's gonna need a little more work, but it's a good block for now. All right, I'm gonna take this and go ahead and get rid of that, and we're gonna rough out a sort of hand here. Now, before I go ahead and do the hand, I made an arm thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and import that. So I'm gonna go to the top view here, and I'm just gonna go to View, Image Plane, Import Image, go to my arm, and Open. And then I'm just going to take that and just manually slide it over where the arm roughly should be. And I'm not going to worry too much. It's a little bit off, but I mostly just need it for the hand anyway. So I'm just going to put it right about there-ish, we'll say. And now I have that. And then I'm going to go to this view. And it's actually fine where it is. Let's leave it there. Okay. So I need to make my hand. So what I'm going to do is work on that. So I'm going to grab these verts, and if you look at wrist, it's actually a bit this way. It's kind of a bit squarish in a sense, so I'm going to do that. Alright, and I am going to grab these faces, these ones here, and I am going to extrude those out basically to the base of the thumb to make the wrist. So I'll hit extrude. Hit W immediately, pull it straight. Okay, so basically to the base of the thumb. Then I'm going to hit G to do an extrude again. G will repeat the last action. Y repeats the last tool. So I'm going to hit G and hit W immediately, pull it straight to basically right where the pit of the thumb is right here. Alright. And I'm also going to go ahead and hit R for scale and scale a little bit wider. Okay, I'm going to grab this guy. Let's see. Go to the attribute editor. I'm going to select the camera here, and I need to move. Okay, hang on a second. Let's see if I can grab it. Let me select it. So I'm going to go to Show Image Planes. Oh, because we're not on. There it goes. Alright. And let's see. I'm just going to move this down a little bit because it's still a little bit off. Stay like that. Can I rotate this? I can. Okay. Rotate it a little bit. That's a little better. Okay. I'm going to go back over here and turn the image planes off. Show, and then image planes. Okay. Alright. So I got that, and I'm going to go back to faces. I'm going to click and drag. Click and drag. Okay. Let's try that again. Face. Click and drag. Control click and unselect this. And then so I went from the base of the thumb to the pit of the thumb. Then I'm going to hit extrude again. And hit W immediately. It's being very unresponsive right now. And I'm going to go to the base of the fingers. Like so. Okay. And that's it for that. Now what I need to do after that is actually make a finger, make each individual finger, but that's going to be a little bit different to do than some of the other things. So to do that, I'm actually going to use a 6, which is going to seem, so a 6-sided cylinder, which seems odd. So I'm going to create a cylinder, and it looks like this. I'm going to go to the channel box, and underneath the inputs, polycylinder 2. Alright, let's go like this. Take that off. Okay. So you just, I have the cylinder selected, go down here, and where it says subdivision axis, change that to 6. Okay. And I'm going to bring it over here, and we need to just get rid of a couple of these edges. So it kind of doesn't matter, honestly, so I'm just going to grab every other one, like so, and just try to do the same on this end. So this one, and this one, delete. Okay. So it's all quads, not exactly pretty, but it'll have to do. And then I'm going to hold J while I rotate it. So that's increment, or you can just type 90 or negative 90 up here. Scale this smaller. Okay. Up and over. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go to the top view here to use that as a guide. And we're going to pull it right over here like this. Scale it down a little bit more, like that. Pull it over. And I'm going to grab the vertices in the front. Pull that forward. And I'm going to scale it down a little bit. Okay. Voila. Now, the other thing I want to happen is this. I actually want the top to be flat. If you look at the fingers, they're actually a little bit flat on the top and then rounded on the sides. And right now you can see it's rounded right here, and that's actually the opposite of what I want. So I'm going to hit E, I'm going to hold J, and go boop, boop, right there. So it's 30 degrees. And now I have flat on the top and then rounded on the side. Okay, so basically flat edge here. Alright, good. I'm going to go ahead and grab this single vert. Just pull it out so that it looks roundish. And fabulous. Now what I'm going to do is Control D to duplicate, Control D to duplicate, and I'm thinking I'm going to make a 3 finger thing, even though I think I might have, how many did I draw for the guy? Can't even remember. I drew 4, but we're going to just do 3 because it's a little bit simpler. And then Control D, W, and we will roll this out this way. Alright, so he's like, got a thumb. Alright. Hand will be a little bit of something we'll have to do later. Alright, so that looks pretty acceptable, pretty adequate. So, yeah, might as well finish the hand here. So I'm going to go ahead and save this again. I've been saving in between, so just make sure you keep saving your versions. Alright, so version 3, and continue. And I'm going to start working on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one finger and then duplicate it to make the other fingers, because all the fingers are relatively the same idea. Okay, we don't need these. Okay, we'll get rid of those. And then we need to make our joints, right? So if you look at your finger, there's obviously the base joint, middle joint, and then an end joint, right? So that's what we got to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to put one here and one here. And I'm going to put another thing right here. Okay, because basically these are going to be like that. And then we're going to put one on the other side of this and one on the other side of this. Because for each area of articulation, we need to have 3 so that it can fan across. Okay, so now I got it to the side here, and I'm just going to show you what I do. So I'm going to grab this one, and this one, and pull it up slightly. So it creates kind of a knuckle, and then also the crevice underneath. The other thing I like to do is this. Do it here. Well, we'll grab this one and we'll grab this one. Hold B, the soft select, and go like that. And I will scale this in a little bit so it's a little bit pinched here. And grab the top ones and pull those out a little bit so that it's the opposite. And do the same thing here. Pull it out a little bit. Grab this and this and pull that in a little bit. Okay, and then we'll grab this guy, and I'm going to turn off soft select for this because it'll just move that, and I don't really want it to. Okay, and it creates kind of a thing like that. So, alright, next what we're going to do is this. I'm going to grab this guy. Actually, we'll grab this one and this one. I'm going to R for scale, and I want to scale it just on the Y here, so it comes down, oops, this way a touch. Alright. Just a little bit. You know what? I don't really like that. We're going to leave it. We're going to grab this one. And I'm going to scale it out a touch. Grab this one. I'm going to scale it out a touch. And then what I'm going to do is put an edge loop in between each one of these. Like this. Boom. And boom. And I'm going to go ahead and take that and scale that in slightly. Grab this one. Scale it in slightly. Alright, and then we're going to need to basically make this look more like a finger. So I'm going to take this and W, I'm going to pull it up and rotate it, E. It's not rotating the way that I want, so I'm going to go Tool Settings here. And right now, Axis Orientation's Object, I'm going to go World. I'm going to rotate it like that, and up. scale it a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and insert another edge loop here, and go to edge, and kind of pull that down. So try and get that to a little more finger-like. Scale this a little bit, rotate it. So you get something that looks like that, kind of, sort of like a finger. If I hit 3, you'll see the smooth version, and that's not too bad. If I take off wireframe unshaded, you can kind of get, it looks sort of like a finger, right? Might be a little too bent on the end there, but without a lot of geometry, that's basically the best you're going to get. It's a little too bent to me. I'm going to rotate this back a touch. W, pull this down a little. That's better. Okay, and I kind of want to take this up a little bit more to give it a little bit more of a crease. Okay, good. So we're going to call that our finger, okay? And that looks okay. So now what I need to do is actually attach it. So to attach it, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to grab this face, this face, this face, this face. Make sure I didn't grab anything extra. You can see that I did. So I'm going to hold Control, click and drag across it. Only grab those, delete. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put it over here. I'm going to do Control D, W. So I just wanted to duplicate it, or Command D if you're using a Mac. And I'm going to put that roughly in position. Actually, I'm going to put it right here. Sorry. And then I'm going to hit Control D or Command D. And I'll put one right next to it. I'm going to turn wireframe unshaded again. Like that. Okay, so I'm probably putting them as close as I can with them just not touching. Okay, Control D again, and right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to hold D for move pivot, B for point snap, and I'm going to point snap it to the base. I'm going to do the same thing here, D and V, point snap it to the base, D and V, point snap it to the base. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this. So this is the middle finger, this is the whatever finger. So middle finger is usually a little bit bigger, and definitely a little bit longer too, right? And then the pinky is usually a little bit smaller. We'll go like that, okay? Can't go too crazy because I only have the 3 fingers, so and usually it's a bit more thin too. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy, I'm gonna move him over a little bit again, make sure he's not touching. Take this one, move him this way a little bit. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take all 3 of these and combine them together. So I grab all 3, mesh combine, and now what I need to do is merge these vertices, okay? So I'm going to go to vertex, so right click vertex mode, and I'm going to use the this thing here, and this time I'm going to switch it back to center because I want to go halfway in between each. Okay, click and drag, okay? I'm just going to do all the center ones here first, click and drag, and then we're going to do these. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to edge, and I'm going to, we'll just do it that way, it's fine. Okay, so then I'm just going to take this and merge these 2. So I'm going to go boom, to boom, boom, to boom, boom, to, oops, messed that one up. Merged the wrong things. Let's try that again. Boom, to boom, and boom to boom. Okay, so basically I took all of the outside ones and merged those together. Great. Now take this as an object, take it, pull it up against this, and we're going to do kind of the same thing. So I'm going to take this and this, mesh combine. So now that's part of the hand, and I'm going to go back to last tool I used, which was Y. That was the merge tool. And this time I'm going to go target because I want to keep the fingers. I'm not so worried about the palm. Okay. So, well, we'll go ahead. So I'm going to go, apparently I must have symmetry or something on because it's apparently still got those legs there selected. So I'm going to click off. Just kind of click and drag and click off. And then we will actually merge these in the next video because we do have one issue just to point out is that if you look, see, this matches, that matches, this matches, and then here I have 2 spots where I have 1, right? And then that will match, this will match, and this will match, and then I have 1 line I need 2 dots. So we'll fix that in the next one.